has changed since these two met in Super Bowl 34, and off we go between the Rams and Titans.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll run with Corum to begin the drive.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Motion man is Schwartz.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way down to the 5.
64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Rams!
Blake Corum,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, good return up past the 30.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. On play action, Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop. Held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Here's Ward.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And his throws, and he stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Ward now working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Tag! 19!
Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Warriors. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
180! And middle. Hey, 22!
Back to throw, Stafford.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Stafford now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
180! Hey, 50! 59!
They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
We'll give now to Abanikanda.
Yeah, get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter.
York able to send this one through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Here's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
A gain of 12. First down, Los Angeles.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here's Stafford.
Now he's going to step up and run. That's complete to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown. Terrence Ferguson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet. Leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Take it at the 37. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Gain of 12. And the Rams first down.
To throw is Stafford. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Yellow 80. All right, 50.
Now Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
280. Easy, easy. Hey, 54. Stay 50, stay 50. Zebra.
Stafford.
Will be taken in here by McCool.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Kyren Williams, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mustang 60 Bison.
Throwing now, Ward. That's into the hands of Ironman.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw is Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4. He got 4 on 3rd down.
The 34-yard line.
Dragon 60. Go.
Now Ward.
This one caught by Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Off play action, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Ward. Over the middle, he's going to find Ironman.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35.
19 Titans.
Play fake, here's Ward.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
19 Charger.
Throwing is Ward.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line.
Hurry.
First down.
70 Lions.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
70.
Ward to throw once more. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. Panthers check. Hurt. Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Go.
Here's Ward.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
A final shot before break. Moore toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
Yeah, he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
On play action, Ward. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's caught left side by Eilmanor.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Deep.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 3 yards out.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing is Stanford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Set! Alert! 180!
Stafford.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, You've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Left wing, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Roderick, go.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. To throw, here's Ward.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27.
A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's good.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw, Stafford.
Pass complete there in the corner. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
11 more yards
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
180.
They'll run here with Corum. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Now Stafford. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
180.
In motion, the tight end. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
Anthony Schwartz
from 6 yards away.
And the Rams have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Ward.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Working out of the gun here, Ward.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ward off the play fake. Open man down the field. That's Eilmanter.
23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Ward. That's complete to DK.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now, Ward.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This is caught. That's a Titans touchdown.
Chimere Dike.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Okay, York on now for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll run the toss here with Corum.
And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Now Stafford.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Ready? Number 20!
Corum now on 1st and 10.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set! Number 20! Easy, learn! Look at him!
Now Stafford.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and long.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Now it's Stafford. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey! Look, 59! 22! 50-50!
Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get in the field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
Stafford now to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Winston.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said,
oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
53-yard attempt.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 53-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They ultimately lost the lead. But right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to get out in front and force your opponent to play from behind with a good drive here.
Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
180. Like. 0. Like 7. Hey.
To throw is Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
It's 4th down.
Easy.
Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
101 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to 17.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3.
Lady! Alert! 21! Snap!
Now it's Stafford.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's 2nd down.
Here's Stafford.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
It doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Let's go! Ready?
First down, they start out with Campbell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play, they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both